Good evening. My name is Ruth. I am a little sick today. I'm with the flu, but I am here. I'm waiting for my students. They are beginning to come. Sometimes I will turn my camera off because I am sick. Thank you.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Good evening, Juan Diego.
Oh.
Hello, good evening, good evening. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Good evening.
Today, I think
Good
I don't have...
evening, teacher.
Good evening. Sorry. I'm sorry. Did you listen to my scream? No, I'm gonna tell you. The thing is that is some time ago, well, actually twice, we have found a snake under my under my desk because behind my house there are a lot of trees and all that stuff. So we have found a snake twice under my desk. So right now I felt like something touched my foot, but it was my sweater that fell on the floor. Yes, it was something like very, I don't know, like traumatizing. It is traumatizing. I'm sorry if you heard my scream. Okay. Well, everybody, today I hope I don't have problems with the internet. All right. I think we are fine with it. So today I will continue with the presentations. All right. So well, actually I listened to, Diego, Marvin, Ingrid, Jessica, Rosa Paulina, Nestor, and Rosimar. They presented last Friday. So I would like people today to make a list because we're going to continue with the presentations. I don't know who else would like to. I would like you to type your names in the chat box. All right, so I'm going to continue with that order. I am missing Juan Diego, Magali. Well, Magali asked me for permission today. Patricia, Sandrita. Sandrita, you presented last class, no, right?
No, teacher, I was a problem.
Yes, I remember. Ana Miriam, Billy, Brenda, Rosa Irma, Hugo, Laura, and Melvin, all right? You are missing. And also, let me see. Nestor already presented, right? Nestor already presented. So if you are missing, guys, please type your names. All right. Rosa Irma. Okay, after Rosa Irma, I would like some names. Okay. Thank you very much. Guys, this is going to be good for you and for me. I'm going to tell you why. Because today is Monday. And Monday, we are like kind of tired. But let me tell you that I am also sick. I don't know if you listen to me. I got the flu. So it is going to be a little, I mean, it's going to be a little chilling for you and you're going to kind of rest. Okay, so Rosa Irma, please share your screen and you're going to be the first one.
Let me see, teacher. Moment, please.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Let me see. Okay, good evening, partner and teacher. Today, talking about safety measure at high school by Rosa Irma Mendes. Okay, the first is, let me see. The first is implement fire extinguisher and irritation in equipment. It's important that high school have a the contact number of organization and authorities that can provide support, including policemen and fire department, and different implement, for example, extinguisher and irrigation equipment. The next one, signal the crossing of the children in street. High school safely should help children crossing the street, and thus even accident is more important for the security for the children. And the next one, do safety simulacrum frequently. High school most common to preparing a student workers for an event, for example, versus fires and explosion. Next, parents should learn the high school emergency procedures. It's important that parents learning emergency procedures so that they can help evacuate children in different emergencies. It's important all the father learning about different procedures. Next, have a record of the parent for the student. It's important that the high school have information about the name and number the father, because when children have a problem, high school have a number and cell phone calling your father. Next, let me see. Organize irregular safety talk. It's important high school offering information to parents which help them to protect their children in different times. For example, when I have how do you say it? Let me see, terremoto, teacher, I don't remember. Earthquakes. It's important that make a meeting with all the parents. Next, have supervisors at the entrance of the institution. The high school offering is important help to guarantee in this safety of the student, because it's important to guarantee the confidence of the parents, knowing that their children are protected. Finally, it's important that the security person is attentive when children play for any accident. For example, let me see, play around safety rules. Safety first, anything on the ground, stay on the ground. While friends, everyone following the direction. The why you want to be there. You must line up when called. It's important, more important, have a secure looking the children when they play for any accident. You finally save about all. Thank you. It's only that, teacher.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Now, I have some observations. The first one is pronunciation. We have to improve the pronunciation of some words. For example, you mentioned, I don't know the way you pronounced it, but I'm gonna type it here. Procedures.
Procedures.
The pronunciation is procedures.
Procedures.
Another
Okay,
one
teacher.
is surveillance, which is vigilancia, surveillance. Also, you say treat, surveillance, treat, yeah, way. In other words, another thing that you have to be careful with is you have to be careful with Spanglish because you said, por ejemplo.
For example.
Because you said for in English and ejemplo in Spanish. You have to be careful with that.
It's for
For example, I understand that sometimes when we feel nervous, all right?
I feel very nervous, teacher.
Yes, but don't worry, Rosa Irma. I understand and I know. And remember that we are learning, okay? I'm gonna tell you something, and this is for everybody. This is for everybody.
Okay.
Listen, este consejo es para todos. If you say, for example, she don't, imagine, but the other person understands, maybe your grammar is not perfect, but your message is clear. All right, so maybe there is no problem about that. Or for example, if you say, oh, she work, and you didn't say she works, all right. But it is different if you make a little mistake with grammar than making mistakes with pronunciation, because in that case, your message is not going to be clear. So I don't know if you understand my idea. All right, if you are not perfect with grammar, but your message is clear and people understand, no problem. But remember that we need to improve our grammar structures. But with pronunciation, we have to be careful because instead of saying one thing, we can say another thing. You got it?
Yes,
This is a tip for everybody, not only for Rosa Irma, for everybody. So don't
Thank
worry.
you for me, teacher.
Yeah. So if you make, for example, mistakes or something like that with grammar, but another person understands, no problem. All right. Now, something important that I want to tell you, Rosa Irma, and to everybody, because I have heard everybody making this mistake, is this. For example, imagine you are speaking and you say, oh, and this and this and this. It's important to, and you say what you want to say. This is not correct because you are thinking in Spanish. Es importante, is important, but you are thinking in Spanish. What is the correct way? What's the correct form? I mean, the correct way, yeah.
It's important.
It
is important. Very good. You need the subject all the time. It's important too, because if you say is, you are thinking in Spanish. Okay? Got it?
Yes, teacher.
So we have to be careful with that. When we begin an expression, we say it's important too, it's important too. Oh, because it is important too, or it's important too. All right? Thank you, Rosa Irma. Thanks a lot for your tips. Okay? Let me see who the next person is. Laurita. Laurita is going to be the next.
Okay, teacher.
Right. Okay.
Okay, good evening, teacher. Good evening, classmates. I'm going to talk about the safety measures in the mall. When you visit the mall, it is very important to know the safety measures, to take care of yourself and your family and your friends. If you visit the mall and take children with you, you must be careful. And You can see some of the safety measures in a mall. Use the door opening button if you need to hold it for another person. Do not overload and exceed capacity. Inform the management if you suspect a malfunction. Watch your child's step as he enters the left may not be level with the ground. Keep feet and clothing away from the sides. Step off carefully and make room. Never take a stroller on an escalator. Hold the handrail, and the escalator is not a play area. When you stay in the supermarket, always supervise children seated in shopping carts. And be careful, curious children may reach for objects on high shelves. In case of an earthquake, when you are at the mall, it is important to know the safety measure. For example, keep calm and cover your with your hands. Take it easy to safe and sound. Identify the emergency exit. Stay away from electrical installation. Don't not use the elevator, and follow the indication of the brigaders. And in case of fire, when you are at the mall, quickly be safe. Something safety measures are identify the emergency exit, identify the fire extinguishers. If there is smoke, draw to the ground. Cover your mouth and nose, and follow the indication of the fire figures. And remember to behave responsibly and be prepared for every eventuality so that there is less risk. And thanks, only that, teacher.
Okay, very good. Excellent.
Thank you, teacher.
Excellent, Laurita. Very nice. Problems with pronunciation. We have problems with pronunciation, some words, but your message is clear. I mean, you delivered your message, maybe not perfectly, right? Because we are not perfect. Even I'm not perfect with my English. But at least I understood everything you wanted to say. Your tips were very well explained, all right? We can just practice a little bit of what I told you last Friday, which is shadowing, right?
Yes, teacher.
And today, thank God, we don't have any problems with the internet because last Friday was terrible. We were,
teacher.
yeah, but now not anymore. I think it was because of the rain, because it was raining in a lot of, in a lot of places.
Okay.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, teacher.
Gracias, gracias. Sorry, guys. All right, Laurita. Let me see. The next one is Billy. Billy. All right.
Okay. Give me a moment. I share my screen.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Can you see? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
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 Okay, thank you, partners. Okay, hello. I talk about the safety measure on the beach, everybody. Okay, it's very important for the next vacation. Safe measure on the beach. Follow the safe measure on the beach guarantees you to enjoy the next vacation on the next month. Okay, number 1, never swim alone, regardless of your age or level of swimming skill. It's very important, never swim alone for it's dangerous. Okay. Keep with your fitness and swimming capabilities. Number 3, be aware of weather and water condition and head warning. For example, in case the raining is dangerous entry on the beach. Other recommendation is never swim under the influence of alcohol or after a big meal. It's cause the accident and very dangerous. You can die for no for under the influence of alcohol. Number 5, look for signs at the entries to the beach for local information. Other recommendation for safer measure on the beach is leave your valuables at home and keep a close eye on items you bring to the beach. Drink plenty of water to avoid dehydration. Always wear a hat and sunscreen even when it's overcast. Do not take glass bottles or containers to the beach as they can injure their feet. Don't swim, surf, or surf ski near feeding bear, dolphin, or seals. It's very important. For example, don't take a picture near the animals. It's dangerous. If you see someone intrude in the sea, alert the lifeguard or find help. Don't put your own life in danger as well. Other recommendation in the event of a tsunami, keep calm and find a high place to protect yourself. Other beach safe sign, for example, no swimming shark. Is in other countries use the beach safe sign for alert the people. Danger high surf. No swimming no swimming jellyfish. No diving to shallow one. Sudden drop off y other danger sharks. Okay, in other countries use the types of beach warning flag. For example, a red flag is no swimming. The sea is very dangerous. Red and yellow swimming area is with there is a lifeguard. And the other significate, for example, purple flag is used in case the shark on the sea. And double red flag is very dangerous. The beach close to the public. Okay. Enjoy life a beach. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Sorry. Nice. All right.
Thank you.
Well, Billy, in your case, it is like I will tell you the same observation that I told your previous classmates. We have to work more with pronunciation, right? Remember that we have different things that we can do in order to practice pronunciation. We can watch videos, we can sing songs. I mean, we can do different things to have fun. I mean, learning, right? And practicing our English. But your message was clear. That's what I want to say. Yeah, maybe we had problems with pronunciation, but the message was clear. Okay? So just some
Thank
words
you,
that you
teacher.
mispronounced. All right. So thank you very much, Billy.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. The next one is Hugo. Who is the next?
Okay, good evening.
Good evening, Hugo.
Okay, sure. I'm going to share my screen. Tell me if you see my screen, please.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to explain a little about road safety measures. Tips for traveling safely on the road. What is road safety and what is important? Road safety is the set of strategies, action, and measures that guarantee the proper functions of traffic, avoiding accident and prioritizing the lives of pedestrians, passengers, and drivers. Tips for traveling safely on the road. Please consider the following measure carefully. Always wear your seatbelt correctly. You have a much better chance of surviving an accident if you wear your seatbelt correctly, reducing your risk of death by up 60%. Limit alcohol consumption. Alcohol is a risk factor and should never be mixed with road trips. It's always safer not to drink, but if you do, don't exceed the recommended limits. Or better yet, be sure to arrange alternate transportation for you and your family. Wear the safety helmet. If you have an accident, the correct use of helmet by the driver of the bicycle or motorcycle and by the passengers can give you up 40% more chance of survival. Watch your speed. Excessive or inappropriate speed contributes to 1 in 3 traffic deaths. The higher your speed, the greater the risk of an accident and greater the chance that the accident will cause their life. Avoid distraction while driving. There are many types of distraction that can pose a risk to your road safely. For example, distraction used by cell phone is a particular and growing concern recently. Drivers who use cell phones are approximately 4 times more likely to be involved in accident. Organize your time to start the trip. Organize your time in such a way that you avoid living with a limit time to reach to destination. Usually going in a hurry does not make a consciously think about speed. Always remember the early bird gets the worm. Promote road safely. The ball is in your court. Everyone has a role to play in promoting road safety and taking action to prevent traffic accidents that happen every day. Always act responsible. Thank you for your attention.
Okay. Go back to the previous one, please.
Yes.
Yes, I really want everybody to pay attention to this one. Idioms and adverbs of manner. Excellent. But you pronounce always act responsibly. Okay?
Okay.
Responsibly. Well, Hugo, great. I mean, you did an amazing job. All right. pronunciation was nice. I mean, the structures, you used the vocabulary. I mean, it was nice. All right. I have
Okay.
always told you that your English is actually good. And I hope that maybe you can have, I don't know, Hugo, have you gotten like opportunities related to English lately? No.
No, no.
Have you challenged your English? I mean, with somebody who is
Sometime,
from another country?
20 years ago, I think.
Oh, no,
but
but recently, like last month, you haven't spoken with a person who,
no, recently, no.
I would like you to have a conversation with somebody like that for you to challenge your English and to see the difference from then
Yes,
and now.
yes, I would like to have, I
Yeah.
hope an opportunity.
Actually, I told you that I was going to bring some guests, but unfortunately, my friend hasn't been able to because it works at night. But let's see if one of these days, before we finish modulo, I can bring her because it is a girl.
Okay.
All right. Okay, nice. Thanks a lot, Hugo. Great job.
Thank you, teacher.
Nice job. Okay. Let me see the next person. I'm sorry, guys. The next person is Patricia. Patricia Velar.
Hi, teacher.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Today, I will talk about the security measures used in the World Trade Center office complex. To begin, I will mention the security measures that are used inside the office. These are periodic inspection of smoke detectors, periodic inspection of water sprinklers. This is in order to be to be careful to avoid fires and water lakes. No smoking inside the office. Do not lean on the windows, and do not throw heavy things out of the windows. All offices have the appropriate equipment to detect smoke and water sprinklers. Sorry. Now, I will mention part of the security measure that are used in each level of the building. In each level, can see use emergency exits, fire cabinet, fire alarm, security cameras, emergency sinks. These tell use what to do in case of fire or where the emergency exits are located. Smoke detectors, water sprinklers, siren speaker, and the recommendation is in case of quake. I don't. Do not use elevators in emergencies. Then some of the safety measures that should be used when cleaning windows are as follows. The person use the right equipment, receive the necessary training for the handling of the equipment to be used. Staff must have constant medical checkup, and the use of patched and damaged electric extension is not allowed. As part of the protection equipment that use is the safety helmet, hands gloves, ropes. These must not be broken. Protective glass, and the most essential thing that must be in good condition is the electric scaffolding. It's important to comply with security measures, and they help to avoid accidents within the office complex and to handle an emergency situation in orderly manner. This is a general security measures in World Trade Center complex. Smoking and intoxicating drinks are prohibited
Prohibited.
prohibited inside the facilities. Participate in periodic evacuation simulacrum. Elect and safety committee in each company or in each office. Every office should have a first aid kit. In conclusion, we cannot make safety in our workplace a piece of cake.
All right. I really liked that one. We can make safety a piece of cake. All right. Pronunciation. All right. I mean, there are some things that sometimes we don't pronounce well. I think that I'm gonna say the same observation to everybody. Well, not to everybody, because there are some that maybe don't make those, mistakes, but I mean, the message is clear. Committee, elect a safety committee, all right, committee.
Safety committee.
Committee, for example, in here, or for example, intoxicating. Remember that your pronunciation doesn't have to be like como si estuviéramos leyendo in Spanish, right? There you say,
yes.
Smoking and intoxicating. No, it's smoking. You have to pretend like it's smoking and intoxicating drinks. And drinks like are prohibited inside. I mean, you have to be like flirty, like malicioso, right? You have to be flirty with your English,
okay.
right? And
okay.
you need to, all right, yeah, participate in period evacuation. Ay, no, mire que feo mueve la boca. Doesn't matter. I mean, you are practicing your pronunciation, right?
Okay.
And that's what you have to keep in mind all the time, right? That doesn't matter if you make your mouth like, participate in periodic evacuation and simulacrum. All right, but the most important thing is that you practice. But then, I mean, you used idioms and adverbs. It was great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher.
Thanks a lot. All right, Patty? Yes, very good. Patricia. Okay, thanks. Let me see the next person.
Me, teacher.
Lázaro. Yes, I saw your name. All right, Lázaro,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Today, I'm going to talk about the safety measures for an airport. The main objective of the security measures into airport is to ensure the safety and security of the passengers and employees and all other personnel in the airport. The safety measures for an airport: screening of passengers and crew thoroughly. This involves checking ID, tickets, and passport to ensure that only authorized personnel are allowed to board the aircraft. Baggage and cargo screening meticulously. This refers the use of X-ray machines, metals detectors, and bomb sniffing dog to detect any suspicious item that may be hiding in luggage or cargo. Use of X-ray machine methodically. X-ray machines are used to scan luggage and cargo to detect any hiding object that may be dangerous. Metal detector. Use of X-ray machine methodically. Metal detector diligently. Metal detectors are used to detect metal that may be hidden on passengers and their luggage. Number 5, surveillance cameras. Cameras are used to monitor the areas around the airport to ensure that no suspicious activity is taking place. Access control meticulously. Access control systems are used to ensure that only authorized personnel are allowed to enter certain areas on the airport. Driver license checks. Driver license checks are checked to ensure that only authorized personnel are allowed to drive vehicles on the airport grounds. Security areas for storage. Security areas are used to store any things that are deemed to be dangerous or suspicious. Number 9, secure access point and perimeter fencing. Secure access point are used to control who is allowed to enter the airport ground, and perimeter fences used to prevent unauthorized individuals from entering the airport. Use the explosive detection dogs carefully. Dogs are trained to detect explosives are used to ensure that no explosives are present in the airport. Random vehicle checks. The vehicles that enter the airport ground are subject to random checks to ensure that no dangerous items are entering the airport. Procedures to handle emergency situation. The importance of the training to employees to handle emergency situation is to they have knowledge to respond to emergency situation. Only teacher. Thanks.
Okay, emergency.
Emergency.
Actually, I'm gonna tell you the correct pronunciation is not emergency, it's emergency. Like emergency, yeah.
Okay.
In some cases, some people say emergency, but according to the International Phonological Chart, it is emergency. It is like, what?
Okay.
No,
Thank
but
you.
the emergency, if you mention an R, it's okay. All right,
Okay,
safety measures for an airport. Actually, it was very complete, all right? And very important, by the way. Have you ever traveled by airplane? Lasse?
In my case, not, but I will travel. I don't know. I wish will travel.
You wish you traveled.
Yes.
All right, very good. That's great. Yeah, traveling would be great.
Okay. Yes.
And because you would, I mean, go to another country and meet different places. But so far, what I heard was okay. All right. So
Okay.
pronunciation, all right, we need to
Okay.
improve it, but that's little by
Okay.
little and with practice. Nice.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Lasse.
teacher.
Great. All right. The next one is I was going to end the class. Oh my God. By mistake. All right, sorry. Juan Diego, you're going to be the next one.
Okay, I got it, teacher.
Lázaro. All right.
Okay, everybody can see my screen.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Let me see. Okay. What to start? Well, today I'm going to talk about the safety measure for welding place. So, let me see. Okay, the introduction. The welding safety, the safety tip are universal and welding safety habit. Sorry, teacher, I have a problem.
Hello.
I have problem, teacher, right now. I think that is my internet.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it slow?
Yeah. So, let's see. Yeah.
We are not seeing. If you want, send the presentation to WhatsApp so somebody can help you.
So let me see.
Mhm.
Okay, let me see. Okay, can you see my screen right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
See. Okay. Today I will talk about the safety measure for welding place. So the introduction, the welding safety tips are universal and welding safety habit. And the best type of equipment are universally applicable and should be practiced. Welding exposes everyone to similar dangers, whether you are a small fabrication shop or multi-million dollars company. Therefore, the aforementioned links to the elaboration of say manual with the intention of avoid possible problems that can lead the worker to his death. Okay, the objective of the welding safety measure are designed to protect employers from welding hazard. Welding safety can be implemented by conducting proper training, inspecting welding equipment, and ensuring workers are aware of safety precautions before performing welding activity to minimize the risks of health and safety injuries. Okay, the number one is conduct in designer safe location. Welder should observe his surrounding or work environment before welding. It is better to observe if there is any flammable equipment or material the welding area. The safety distance considered from the welding area is 35 feet, is like 10 meters. If the object to be welded or cut cannot be easily moved, a recommended solution is to transfer the mobile fire hazard out of the welding area. This will help prevent a fire at the scene, someone catch fire, or the most drastic, to achieve a explosion by directly chemical that can be seen around the workplace. Okay, the number 2 is a personal protection. It is essential that the operator and helper be properly clothed and protected because of the heat, ultraviolet rays, and spark produced by the welder. For the body protection, a pair of fire retardant long sleeved covered without cuff is a good choice. Always avoid clothing with the tear, snag, rips, or worn spot, as these are easily ignited by spark. The sleeves and quarters should be kept buttoned. The hand should be protected by leather gauntlets gloves, a pair of high-top leather shoes, preferably a safety shoes. It is a good protection for the feet. For example, if the low shoes are worn, the ankles should be protected by resistant lenses. The eyes should be protected by transparent goggles if the person wears prescription glasses, or safety glasses if not. A welding helmet or hand shield with a filter plate and cover plate is mandatory for eyes protection from the harmful rays. The filter plate should be at least shade number 10 for general welding up to 200 amps. However, same thing operation such as carbon arc welding and higher current welding operation require that to change. Never use a helmet if the filter plate or cover lens is cracked or broken. A flammable-proof skull cap to protect the hair and head, as well as hearing protection in noise situation is recommended. The number 3 is safe operation of the weld. It is important that one operating a welder be instructed on its safe use by a qualified teacher or welder, because the very potentially explosive nature, we strongly recommend that no welding, cutting, or hot work attempted on used drums, barrel, tanks, or on other container under any circumstance. In this case, it is possible where to be welded should be placed on a forest brick surface at comfortable height. Welding should never be done directly on a concrete floor. Heat from the arc can cause a string of buildup in the floor, which could cause an explosion. Their welder cables should be positioned so that spark and molten metal will not fall off them. They should also be carefully or greasy in oil and located where they will not be driving over. That you can, if you pay attention, the number 1 and the number 3 is something like too similar, but so different, because the number 1 speak according to the spay and emphasize that in order to have a safe environment for wilding, a very large place is needed. And the number three, make more reference to the necessary supervision to the environment that there are not hidden or no object cause a war emergency. The number four, I think that is the most important. For example, is the check for ventilation. Another means of preventing welding incident and protecting employer is proper ventilation. The ventilation is mainly used for removing air contaminant from a worker work area, and also preventing accumulation of flammable or combustible gases or vapor, and preventing the oxygen rich or deficient atmosphere. The number five, that is very important. Enforce safety producer. Hold yourself and those around you accountable when it comes to following safety guidelines. This is like, for example, the employer have or is necessary for have some emergency, make a report on any safety violation activity and the best interest of you, and thus you share a workspace. The number six is first aid, that is also important. The welding area should always be equipped with a fire blanket and a well-stocked first aid kit. And it is desirable that one person be training in the first aid to treat the minor injuries that may occur. All injuries, no matter how minor they may seem, can become more serious if not properly treated by training medical person. And also, I may some medium, for example, don't work bridge with your employer. You may need their help in the future. That I imagine. And the second, everybody have to read the safe manual. Everybody have bigger fish to fry. And also, thank you, everybody. That's it.
All right, very good, excellent. Excellent, excellent. Very well explained. Yeah,
Thank
very,
you, teacher.
yeah, very nice. Yeah, there were some little things, Juan Diego, but you are a very good student. I really like it. I really liked it. All right. And
Thank you.
just a couple of mispronounced words, right? We have to be careful with that. We just mispronounced words. Thanks a lot, Juan Diego. Great. Okay, I am missing two students, Sandrita and Melvin. I don't know if somebody else is missing. Brenda. All right. So, Sandrita, you're going to be the next, okay?
Okay. What am I? Okay, see my screen.
Yes.
Yes. Good evening, partner. My presentation is about a safety measure for a Cajautla port in El Salvador. The port is an extremely dangerous place. Therefore, it has many industrial safety measures. I will mention some of them below. Number one, safety and healthy community. Safety and healthy community in order to facilitate cooperation between management and worker and their representative. The information of a safety committee is the best thing since sliced bread because all the operational employees participate. The safety committee is held once per month in Acajutla Port. Number 2, handling on board the ship. All employees deployed on board must wear personal protection equipment. Use of helmet, healthy shoes, and hand gloves is mandatory when working on board the ship. Other equipment are the glasses and air protection, for example. Safe unloading from ship to vehicle on shore. The vessel or the ship supervisor or foreman shall supervise the activity continuously. If any unsafe action and condition should be notified immediately because it's better safe than sorry. Number 4, measure for handling or container. Use mobile phone is prohibited while handling container on board, on shore, and driving or container, trailer equipment, and other vehicle. Do not permit men or worker to ride over a spreader, container while handling at per yard. A container trailer shall the driver or the licensed driver. Instructions should be issued to driver not to hand over keys or the vehicle to cleaners. Number 5, use of transportation equipment. Forklift, truck, automobiles, speed should not exceed 20 kilometers per hour and 8 kilometers per hour, respectively, on the dock road. Drivers must sound horn and orientation, bring corner and wheeler reversing. At the junction or road, the driver should stop, observe, and then proceed. Nobody shall get in or get out of the moving vehicles. Number 6, handling hazard chemical. The port handle a lot of dangerous goods, for example, explosive, gases, flammable liquid, solid, peroxide, poison, radioactive, corrosive, and other. And any measure are as in letter A, acid and alkalis are highly corrosive. It's a chemical fall on the skin. It may do not handle them without wearing protecting equipment. When there is an acid or alkali splash, flush it with lots of cold water and thereafter get medical attention. Absorb acid, spilling her with a mixture of sand and soda ash only. Do not smoke or carry open flame where inflammable solvent, chemical, and handle of storage. Before starting maintenance work on chemical, gas, pipeline, etc., where chemical handle or storage, ensure utmost safety precaution. Dangerous good can cause a lot of damage. Instruction must be followed careful. Use of ladder. Get a ladder for any work that you cannot reach, but sure that you are using requiring type of ladder and this property and security. Do not ever rely on machinery or use makeshift ladder, light boxes, drawer, or barrel. Before using ladder, Inspect for missing lead or cracker room or broken spreader. Before using a straight ladder, the distance from the base to the wall should always be maintained a quarter of length of ladder itself. And I am heartily grateful for your attention to my presentation.
All right, very good. All right, you work in this place.
No, I travel to training.
Oh, to a training. All right, very good.
Yes.
Okay, well, Sandrita, for example, when you mentioned, let me see, you mentioned a word in which, well, actually, when we see things written, and we are like kind of reading, we have to be careful also with the pronunciation because maybe we are focused with reading and we are not focused on our pronunciation. All right. So,
Okay.
so what you have to do is, like, for example, if you are reading something, try to also concentrate, try to also concentrate on your pronunciation. Because I don't remember the word, but show me the previous one, please. I don't know if it was the previous one. The previous one? Yeah, here. No, after. There. In letter C, you said observe, and the correct pronunciation is observe.
Observe.
Yes, because as I tell you, right, we are focused reading, but maybe we don't pay attention to our pronunciation. So that's what we have to do, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Sandra, for your participation and your presentation. I really appreciate it, okay? Yeah. Okay, Melvin, you're going to be next.
Yes, teacher. Give a moment, please, to
Okay,
share.
Melvin. All right.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to talk about, good evening. I am going to talk about safer measures for a swimming pool. Introduction. Swimming pools can be a great source of fun and direction, but they can also pose significant safety risks if proper precautions are not taken, whether you're a pool owner or a frequent swimmer. It's important to follow some basic safety measures to ensure a safe and enjoyable swimming experience. Number one, always swim with the body. Absolutely, swim with the body is an essential safer measure for anyone using a pool. Make sure your body is a competent swimmer and understands basic pool safety rules. Number two, don't run or don't walk quickly around the pool area. One of the most common causes of accidents is in and around swimming pools is running or walking quickly on wet surfaces. It's easy to slip and fall, which can result in injuries ranging from bruises to broken bones or even head trauma. Number three, keep a close eye on children at all times. Never leave a children unattended in or near the pool. Even for a moment, designate a responsible adult who keeps a constant eye on the kids in the pool. Number four, wear appropriate swimming attire and use safety equipment properly, such as life jackets and flotation devices when necessary. Wearing appropriate swimming attire such as a swimsuit or racewear can help prevent accidents and injuries. Number five, Don't swim alone, especially at night. Swimming alone can be dangerous, as there is no one there to help you if you get into trouble or experience a medical emergency. Number 6, don't swim if you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Alcohol and drugs can also affect your body's ability to regulate its temperature, increasing the risk of hypothermia or overheating in the pool. Number 7, make sure the pool is properly maintained and supervised by a lifeguard. Lifeguards are trained to recognize and respond to emergencies, including drowning, cardiac arrest, and spinal injuries. Number 8, don't push or pull other swimmers. Roughhousing and horseplay in and around the water can lead to accidents and injuries. Number 9, don't swim in a pool with broken or missing ladders. Broken or missing ladders can also be hazardous, as they may have sharp edge or protruding pieces that can cause cuts, bruises, or other injuries. And number 10, keep your wits about you and don't take unnecessary risks. Even if you're a confident swimmer, accidents can happen when you're not paying attention or take,
I'm
bless
sorry.
you, when you're not
I'm
paying
sorry.
attention, don't worry. When you're not paying attention or
Yeah,
taking
missing
unnecessary
ladders can be
risks.
dangerous. Yeah,
Um,
sorry, guys.
that's all. Thank you.
Can you show tip number 9, please? That was very interesting.
Number 9.
Yeah.
Don't swim in a pool with broken or missing ladders.
Broken ladders, because imagine if you can't swim and you go over there and step on a broken ladder, it can be dangerous if you can't swim.
Yes, you can. It could cause cuts or other type of injuries.
Yeah, you are right. You are totally right. Melvin, that was a great job. Congratulations.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
With you, what I would like you to work is, I would like you to work, what's the name of this? I would like you to module your voice. All right, like make high pitch, low pitch, high pitch, like, I don't know, like to make it more dynamic, right? Because sometimes we can be speaking English, but we can sound flat. I mean, everything is like the same. We should like, all right, and here, and all right, this is really important because, yeah, I don't know if you get my idea.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Yeah, because I mean, your speaking is great, but we have to make it more dynamic, like to make like some up and downs and like to highlight some words, to emphasize some words, and you will see that it will be great. Okay, but it was a great job, Melvin. Great, thank you. All right, the next one is Brenda, right?
Okay.
And who else is missing? No, I think only Brenda. And Magali, but she asked me for permission.
Can you see my screen? Hello.
Okay. Yeah. But
Okay.
it's in white.
Right? Right now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good evening. I'm going to talk about pharmacy safety measure. This manual contains procedures to follow for keep in good condition the medicine inside of the pharmacy. The pharmacists work with the roles of
Excuse me, Brenda. Guys, can you see the presentation?
Yes.
No, teacher.
No,
We see everything white, Brenda.
Okay, permit.
Stop and share again. Please.
Okay. Okay. Can you see?
No.
No.
I have problem.
Share the presentation in WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Guys, be careful with the flu, guys, because right now is, now I can see. Yeah.
Yes. Can you
Yes.
see?
All right. Yeah. I can see it.
Okay. Good evening. I am going to talk about pharmacy safety measures. This manual contains procedures to follow for keep in good condition the medicine inside of the pharmacy. The pharmacists work with the role of the DMM to offer a better service for the client or patients. Our employees have security measures to guarantee their lives. Number one, read the operation manual. It has to be understandable for the reader. Procedures for receiving medication, procedures for medication about to expire, procedures, medication stores, and description of responsibility and function. Number two, the employees have to get credential through a course. Generally, the course is online. In the course, they learn to classify antibiotic, steroid, analgesic in injection, and drinkable. The course is a piece of cake. Number three, in the pharmacy or bodega, the temperature should be 30 grade maximum. The medication requires control temperature
Temperature.
for warranty quality.
Temperature.
For warranty, yes, temperature. For warranty the quality of the medicine because the composition and active components of a medicine can be modified for hot weather, hot climate. Number four, shelves and cabinet should be 10 centimeters away from the wall. Number five, have a specific area for antibiotics. The pharmacy has a specific inventory for antibiotics. They have a control of purchases from suppliers, sales, devolution. The antibiotic only sold with a prescription. Number six, can only inject nursing technician or doctor. It is for the good of the patient care. In reality, number six, the safety standard is not practiced. These are the surveys, the benefit of doubt. And number seven, emergency exit signing. Exit must be perfectly visible in case of emergency. Number eight, the pharmacy must have a fire extinguisher. Number nine, don't eat in the work area. And number 10, review the product next expiration. Only. Thank you.
Okay, very good. All right. Let me see. I can see that like all right, there were some words that we need to practice. Warranty, for example, emergency, expiration. Okay, I don't remember. I told somebody, I think Patty, we have to be like malicious. I mean, we have to be like, how can I say, flirty? Yeah, that's the word. Flirty when we speak English. We speak English nicely, all right? But at the same time, we can speak like, I don't know, we can speak English. I don't know, like flirtily, like, okay, and this and that. All right, so that improves our pronunciation and it makes it better. Okay? All right. And also, the coherence when you speak, right? Even though you have the ideas over there, I know that some ideas, you were reading some ideas, but it will help you like to be, I mean, better if you try to say things like in a natural way. Okay? Thank you, Brenda. Thanks a lot. All right. Okay. Somebody else who is missing? Everybody already presented? Okay. Well, right now, everybody, I'm going to share the last activity for you. I knew that we were going to take some time with this. We were going to have the exam today, but the exam will be tomorrow. Okay? Because today we didn't have time. So tomorrow we're gonna have the exam. And what we're gonna practice right now are some idioms, right? But I don't want you to look for the meaning on the dictionary right now. I just want you to predict. And this is going to be like a kind of homework for tomorrow. Take a picture, please. I'm gonna give you some minutes because we almost finished our class. Let's see. I'm going to make this like this, or I will make big groups because I know that some people can't speak. Do you have the picture? Yeah? Do you have the picture, guys?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, maybe somebody can send the picture to the group. And we're going to go here. All right. Okay, I'm gonna give you some minutes so we can practice. Okay, who is going to share the picture here?
I'll try it.
Okay, Rosimar. I know, guys, I really feel bad.
Me too.
Oh, you know, when I feel that I'm gonna have the flu, I begin taking pills. But now it didn't warn. No avisó. It just came. I know.
Antifludes son buenas.
Antifludes.
Sí.
I have been taking Virogrip.
Es mejor la antifludes.
Antifludes, that's the name.
Trae 4 pastillas el sobrecito.
Antifludes.
Así se llama. Se toma una cada 8 horas.
Okay, thank you, because no aguantation. I know. Okay, go ahead, Rosimar, go ahead.
Bueno.
Go ahead, guys. I know that we are sleepy. Brenda, Ingrid, Diego, Hugo.
They're not respond.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hi. En Ingrid is there, okay. Vamos, demos lo último. Ay. I am sick and everybody is sad.
The first one is when was the last time you had a lot on your plate? For me was the last week because my boss didn't come to the office because he was sick and all the activities was on my church.
Okay. In my case, when was the last time you had a lot on your plate? I remember was when I had my last vacation in November, on November last year.
I remember I had a lot of in my plate was let me see, Thursday in the birthday with my mother-in-law is suegra.
My mother-in-law.
My mother-in-law, because was her birthday.
You have to prepare the party.
No, but
some celebration.
Yes.
Yeah, a huge responsibility.
Yes.
Okay. The second is, who is your favorite sports teams? Ace in the hole. Ace in the hole.
Ace in the hole.
Como
Hugo.
Como jugador favorito.
Ace in the hole, I don't know. Who is
your favorite sport team?
See, when you are you have an advantage in something, or you are good in any sport and you have more skill to others.
I don't like it there. The sport.
I don't.
Favorite sport team.
I prefer watch Netflix.
Yes. I don't have a sport teams ace in the hole.
Okay.
When I want to watch a sport, I sleep.
Okay. And what is your Achilles heel?
Achilles. I don't know.
Talón de Achilles. Or your weakness. My weakness is eat pan francés.
Me too. Or jump.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
I prefer hamburger.
In food is pan francés.
Wendy's.
Yeah.
Yes, Wendy's burger.
The other one?
Achilles heel.
What is your Achilles heel, Hugo?
Let me see. Maybe bears.
Okay. What kind do you prefer?
What kind?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Stella.
national Regia Pilsner, international
Oh my
Erdinger,
Lord.
Heineken.
Hugo is heavy league.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
I like
I
Supremas.
prefer
Supreme is
Stella
good.
or Golden.
I like
Okay.
Supremas. Supremas, what I like from Supremas is that I don't have a hangover the next day. Because with Corona, no way. No way, Jose. No.
Corona, very cool.
Gallo, Toña.
No, I have a headache. I have a headache. The only one is the Suprema beer.
Supreme is good.
It's good. The green one. Hugo, we
Well,
were talking about that, and I was like,
yes.
oh yeah,
Peter, for your health, a shot of
yes.
tequila.
That's what people say, but I have done it, and because I have here, I had Don Roberto, and right now I have one of 1800, but I don't like tequila, and it is a myth. For me, it's a myth. I say, well, if I take one shot, I don't feel any any improving. Okay. Well, guys, thank you very much for being here. I know that some of you are sick. For example, Francisco is sick. He says that he has a really terrible sore throat. I know that some others are tired, but I really appreciate the fact that you are here. Tomorrow, we're going to take the exam. Marvin, don't worry if you are on your way home while the exam. You can take it after class or the next day. You have permission, okay?
Okay, teacher, thanks.
All right, okay. Well, see you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank
Bye,
you,
you.
teacher.
Have a great night.
Good night.
Thank you, teacher. Good night.
Oh, good night.